Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Line gets set, first down. Give to the single back. Shakes off the defender. At the 35, he's loose. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. The 10. Touchdown Wildcats. And once he got loose, it was all over. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field, but if nothing's open, boom. I take it to easily get a first down, make a big play.
Just steamrolling the defense. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. He'll try the left side. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. They'll try to pick up the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, TCU! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And the Horned Frogs pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Brown has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. On the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Quarterback will audible. Now he's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll run it from the gun. Still running at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. New set of downs after that completion. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, TCU.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, TCU! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The give out of the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Pulls it in. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Timeout, Arizona.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Arizona set to start this 2nd half. They'll kick it off.
Number 14, set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're...
He's going for it all. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks at Orlando a ton of confidence. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's going to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down.
Slide 22. Slide. Rita.
Running back searching for a hole. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming.
Fourth down.
Now on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. In your own territory, fourth down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man.
Roll it. Hey, Cam. Alert.
Toss to the outside. At the 45, on its way. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They'll go to the ground. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And the beatdown has ensued.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They'll run it from the gun. Tackled, but he has a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
With the score, TCU 38, Arizona 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the enemy's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Long drive going, but this ninth play will be a 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers thrown all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. To the end zone, and is picked off.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. TCU 38, Arizona 20.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. The Horned Frogs will move the sticks. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Flynn. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Wants to fire on second down. And the ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, TCU! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 11 over Georgia State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Safe completion on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. Running through contact. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes.
He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. The give to the tailback. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile with them.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the extra point was good. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll run play action. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.